Hello, everybody. Welcome back to your mats. Today, I kind of wanted to go over a sequence that I like to use in the summer. It's a cooling sequence. I personally really enjoy following the principles of Ayurveda, which is a sister science to yoga. And basically, it is mostly involved with following the cycles of nature. So in the summer, we try to do some cooling practices to counteract the heat. In the winter, we'll try some more warming practices to keep the inner fires going. And then in the fall and early winter, we do some practices to ground when all of the winds and the dryness kind of come into our lives. But for today, I invite you to join me for this cooling practice that I often do. So we're going to start with a cooling breath called Chitali. So basically, there's two ways to do it. If you are able to curl your tongue, which is a genetic thing, so if you're not able to, there's going to be a second option. If you're able to curl your tongue, though, the breath is going to go like this. So you're going to curl the tongue and inhale through the tongue, and then we're going to exhale through the nose. So you can go ahead and try that for a round or so. If you are not able to curl your tongue, then we're going to just make a little circle with the lips as though you're drinking from a straw. So the inhale is going to be through that little O created in the lips, and then the exhale again is going to be out through the nose. So we can go ahead and try that one as well. And I do recommend closing the eyes for these, whichever breath you've decided to try. We're going to do about 3 to 5 rounds. So go ahead, find yourself in a comfortable seat with a nice tall spine. Relax the belly and the shoulders. Go ahead, close the eyes. And again, just deciding which of those two breaths is going to work a little bit better for you today. I'm going to go ahead and try the curled tongue one. So starting with that next inhale, we'll be bringing that breath in through the mouth and then exhaling through the nose. So we're going to do this 3 times. So inhaling, exhaling through the nose, inhaling through the tongue or mouth, and exhaling through the nose. 3 more rounds. Last round. And just returning to a normal breath for just a few rounds here. Just noticing any effects. Keep the eyes closed or soft. Soften the jaw, relax the tongue. And now from here, blink the eyes open. We're going to transition into child's pose. So for child's pose, those big toes are going to touch. The knees are going to be nice and wide. Arms are going to stretch out in front of you, and just sit the hips back until the ribs can come towards those inner thighs. You can always use a block underneath the forehead as well. And try to relax that forehead down either onto the mat or onto the block. So just finding your way into child's pose here. And now with these next couple of inhales, see if you can start to puff up this low back area. So direct the inhales into that area. Breathing in and out through the nose now. One more round like that. Let the forehead be heavy here. And exhaling out the mouth. And now Start to press the palms a little bit more into the mat to activate the arms, and start to feel as though those palms are pressing the mat away from you a little bit. And that'll start to lift all the way up through the armpits. And just a bit, start to lift the head, look between the thumbs. And again, keep pressing through the palms so you feel that lift through the center of the palm. And then from here on that next inhale, just slowly start to come up onto the knees, and we're going to sweep the arms all the way up towards the sky. See if you can maybe touch the palms, gaze up towards the sky. On the exhale, sweep the arms back down. We're going to return to that child's pose, so place those palms wide, sit the hips back, drop the head. On the next inhale from here, look forward between the thumbs. Start to open the chest forward into our cow pose. On the exhale, draw the navel in, arch the spine into cat pose. Inhale again into cow pose. And this time on the exhale, reach the heart forward, bend the elbows, lower yourself all the way down onto your belly. Drop the forehead. We're going to reach the hands back, palms down, stretch out through the toes. And as you inhale, start to peel the chest, the head, and the feet off the mat and roll the shoulders open. On the exhale, palms come back down under the shoulders, drop the head and the feet. Press through the palms, arch through that spine all the way back to child's pose. Pause. And repeating the cycle. Inhaling, coming up onto the knees, reaching towards the sky. Exhale, sweep the arms down, sitting back to child's pose. Inhale, opening the chest into cow pose. Exhale, arching through the spine, drop the head. Inhale again into cow pose, open that chest. On the exhale, reach the heart forward, bend the elbows back, slowly lower yourself all the way down. Slide the hands back, stretch through the toes. Inhale, everything comes up. Exhale, palms under the shoulders, drop the head and the feet. Press back all the way to child's pose again. So we'll do this 3 more times. Inhaling up, reaching towards the sky. Exhaling, palms down, child's pose. Inhaling, coming up onto hands and knees to open that heart. Exhaling, arching, drop the head. Inhaling, exhaling to lower. Inhaling into Shalabhasana, a little back bend here, stretch through the toes, reach through the heart. Exhaling, palms below the shoulders and press back all the way to child's pose. And again, reaching up on the inhale. Child's pose on the exhale. Inhaling all fours. Exhaling to arch, draw the navel in. Inhaling. Exhale to lower. Reach through the toes. Inhaling, roll the shoulders open and down the back. Exhale, takes you all the way back to child's pose. Last round here. Inhaling up. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhale to lower. Inhale takes you up. Exhaling down and coming all the way back to child's pose. And we'll pause here. Again, let the forehead relax. Give it a little rock side to side. Try to massage out those eyebrows a little bit. There's a lot of pressure points here that it's nice to release. And then slowly, one vertebrae at a time, let's roll back up onto the knees. And we're going to make our way onto our backs. And come lying down all the way onto your back here. Gonna have to move my hair. And let's hug the right knee into the chest. Stretch that left leg out on the mat in front of you, and just a little bit press that left thigh down so the left leg is active. And then from here, just a few rounds of Apanasana. So as you exhale, use the arms to pull the knee and the thigh a little closer to that low belly. And as you inhale, press the shin into the hands until the arms straighten. And the arms resist that just a little. And then exhale, knee back in. Inhale, press the shin. Exhale, knee comes in. One more round, inhaling and exhaling. And then from here, we're just going to start to move the hands to the back of that right thigh. And nice and slow, see if you can start to reach that right heel up towards the sky. Left leg is still grounded down into the mat, so the right knee may or may not be bent here. We're just going to move with the breath. So as you inhale, press the thigh into the hands. Exhale, relax. You can bring the knee all the way in if you'd like. Inhale, thigh presses into the hands. Hands are resisting that. And exhale. One more. Inhaling up. Exhaling into the chest. This time as we inhale and lengthen, we're going to hold for a few breaths here. Spread through the toes. Keep pressing down through the left thigh, pressing forward through the right. Try to keep the shoulders, the head, and the neck grounded. And on the next exhale, we're going to bend that right knee. Bend the left knee. Cross that right ankle over the left thigh. And either stay here for a hip opener, or if you're more flexible, start to draw that left knee into the chest. So if the shoulders, the head, and the neck start to peel off the mat, that's a sign that maybe that left foot needs to stay on the mat today. But from here, just a few breaths. See if you can feel the back of that rib cage expanding down into the mat again. Let a couple of these exhales come out of the mouth. Anytime that we exhale out of the mouth, that's also a way to cool the body down from the inside. And on the exhale, let's slowly let that left foot come back to the mat. Uncross the right foot. And just slowly, now let's hug the knees into the chest and give ourselves a little rock side to side here. So we're going to repeat that on the other side. So let's bring that right leg down to the mat, slide the heel forward as best you can. Just kind of engage that right thigh to anchor that leg down. We'll keep that left knee in towards the chest now. And on the next exhale, just use the hands and the arms. See if you can hug the thigh in a little bit closer to the chest. So we're getting a little compression through that low belly. And then as you inhale, press the shin into the hands until the arms straighten. And then exhale nice and slow, knee back towards the chest. Inhaling, shin into the hands. Last one, exhaling. Inhaling to press away. And then this time bring the knee in. We're going to slide the palms down to the back of that left thigh. And from here again, starting with those little pulses. So inhale to lengthen, press the thigh away from you a bit. Exhale, bring the knee back into the chest. Again, inhale, press the thigh into the hands. The hands are resisting that. Exhale, knee into chest. Do one more of those, inhaling up. Exhale, knee to chest. This time as we inhale, we're going to hold for a couple extra breaths. So really press the thigh gently into those hands. Try to keep the shoulder blades rooting down away from the neck here. Spread through the toes if you can. Keep this right thigh grounding down. Another breath. And now on the exhale, let's bend that left knee again. Slide the right foot in. We'll cross the left ankle over the right thigh this time. And again, if you're getting a stretch here, stay here. Otherwise, start to pull the knee in towards the chest until you find a comfortable stretch through the left hip. And just checking in with the shoulders and the neck. If there's a lot of strain to hold your position, then just back out a little bit so the body can relax in. Maybe bringing that right foot back down. But from here, again, just softening the eyes. Find the breath moving into that back body again, so the back of the rib cage starts to expand down into the mat. Another nice deep breath here. And on the exhale, let's bring that right foot down, left foot down. And again, just hug the knees in nice and wide. Take a little rock side to side. And then from here, and I should have told you before, if you have some blocks, which I do that are off camera, a really good cooling pose for the summer to kind of rest down in, especially for Shavasana, is Supta Baddha Konasana. So if you have some blocks or some books, I recommend using them. So what we're going to do is bring the soles of the feet together and let the knees come down to a comfortable point. And that's where we're going to use our blocks or our books or whatever we have as a prop to kind of support the knees. So you can either bring the blocks under the knees. If the knees are a little bit higher off the ground, it might be nicer to put them a little bit closer to the hips. But find a point where the knees can be relaxed so that the inner thighs and that groin area can relax a little bit here. Feet together. And then again, just let those arms be comfortably out to the sides. Take a moment to roll the shoulders back and down the spine so that the chest can feel nice and open. And just like we did at the beginning of the class, we'll do 3 rounds of that Shatali breath, the cooling breath. So either using that curled tongue or the little O with the lips. On the next inhale, just breathing in through the nose or the mouth, And again, exhaling out the nose, close the eyes. Inhaling through the mouth, either the tongue or the lips. Exhaling through the nose. Last one like that. Inhaling. And exhaling through the nose. And now just letting the eyes relax, eyes close. Letting the legs be supported on the blocks if you're using them. Feeling the bottoms of the feet soften. The inner thighs relax. The belly softening. The center of the chest relaxing. center of the throat softening. Softening the jaw and the base of the tongue. And finally, softening that spot right between the eyebrows. See if you can let that place almost melt so that the eyes relax and the center of the brain can rest. And now just giving yourself a few moments here. Letting the breath become natural. Eyes relaxed, jaw relaxed, brain relaxed. And staying in this position as long as you can today. Thank you for practicing with me. Namaste.